Hey, hello. Another day, another stream. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Cool. I have started a poll and I'm putting in some handles as well. So this one is for my GitHub. This one is for X or Twitter, whatever you like to say. And this is for buy me a coffee link, just in case you want to buy me some coffee. But make sure you opt for the polls. All right, so we'll start our thing. Let's see. Let me just start my project first. Okay, this is good. Let's see if the project started. Cool. This is warming up. Emulator is shooting. So the next thing that we are going to do is check out for some alert boxes. Okay, and meanwhile you guys can opt for the poll that is showing on your screen and go check out my handles as well that I just posted for GitHub and X, and there is a link for buy me a coffee. Cool. Okay, so I must have added somewhere alert or alert box or something. No. uh, Maybe in components, models, logout, top up, contact, personal info. Yeah, I should have this thing in models. Contact us, personal info. There should be personal info, right? Success. Okay, this is the thing. Custom private. No. What's in this? Okay, it's something else. Okay, so maybe we can have in some info model.tsx. So it's an info, right? So it should be on close only, and this has to be removed. So this info will basically be either info or an error. No, I'm not working on Linux right now. Uh, it's a Mac machine, and but I don't use GNOME. I use XFCE. On my second machine, I have Arch. Cool. I can title. So instead of confirm logout, there are actions, right? Confirm and cancel. So it will work as only a info card for either warning or some info tool like that. So mostly in errors. The top bar seems like gnome. Nope, 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 nope. It's ghosty. It's the uh it's ghosty, and I'm using nvim, and I'm using kickstart nvim. Earlier I was using astro nvim, but over the time I have worked with it like quite very long, around 8 months, 9 months, but it turns out that it gets heavier, so I just switched to kickstart nvim. It's feeling superb right now. All right, so we have around 5 or 6 viewers. So guys, come on, off for the polls. We have only 3 votes, and make sure if you are just visiting or not into tech, make sure you like this stream. You don't have to like force subscribe, so it's all right. But do like the stream and make sure you leave your comments. Okay, so these are the actions and the cancel button, and over here I can say, okay, so it's a logout, right? Maybe I can just, maybe I can have another variable over here that says is error. It could be a boolean, and I can just say this error over here, and this icon would be changed if not is error, then it would be info, else it would be error, right? And the color would also be changed. If not is error, then it would be blue, else red. And this logout would be a message, right? So I have to have a message over here. Oh, I just defined a type over here. That is cool. This text would be removed. Let's see how it looks. So I need to fetch this thing over there. So let's wait a minute. I just, okay, this is the model. So I just figured out that this is the model, right? So what's this page? It's sign up. Hmm. Okay, this thing, right? So user cancelled authentication. So it's for Apple sign in, right? Now instead of this thing, I'm going to pass that model. Info model, right? What else do we need? I need is error. So this error would be true. What else do we need? Message. It would be user inside authentication on close. So here I need to define a close handler, right? So there must be a state somewhere so that it gets a callback right here. So I'll do that. Visible. Okay, so visible would also be a state, so that will be passed as visible. Just one more thing. Right, and there should be a function. Source model visible, visible. Maybe I can just say state. Of course, it has type boolean. We need to define a type over here as well. Okay, now visible is declared but never used. Um, are we good? Guys, come on. Off for the polls. We have 6 votes right now. And 4 to 5 people watching. But we have only 1 like. So let me know if the stream is not performing well. And you like the stream. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So it's error, and message we have on close, and this on press it will get called invisible. Yeah, it should be a cancel. Now here I have to define one more thing. Will that work? Do we have any property like this in Tailwind? Text error 500. Now here I can say otherwise it's like this, or text info 500. So let's see how it goes. I have called it already, and let's see on my emulator. I will first log out, confirm logout. Okay, I understand now. The text, this one is quite very big, and the below text is, should be a message. So what I can say here is I can have another thing. Let me just copy this thing. And this view only, right? So technically this message should be there, and here it should or something like so. I'll just log out it. It's logged out. I'll sign in with Apple and I will close it. It says this. This has to be copied here as well. Authentication error. I got it right. Let's see if this goes. New. Don't you think visible is false, right? Visible is false. So when I pass this thing, when I get an any error, why shouldn't I pass it like this? If I do this now and do this. Nope. And then I close it. The authorization attempt failed for an unknown reason. Okay, let me just check this thing. I'm getting an authentication error, right? Need to figure out where alert has been written. Hmm. Now here is some issue. If error code is this only, then it will. Otherwise, should be like this. Okay, it's not here, it's something else. I think it is from is Apple available. So if I do this thing. Visible is false by default, right? And when I open it, I'll set this and it gets true, then it will keep showing up. No, but then it will send false, so it's okay. So let me just on sign up. If I do this and close this, okay. Let's check it over here. Messaging. Hmm. Okay, login, do this, and it's not even going here. I mean, do you think this like this order matters? It should not, right? Is error on close and message? Guys, come on, say something. No, it's just simply not opening. I think this is calling. Close. Expected one argument. Oh no no no. Not one close. It's close model. I think this is what is throwing the error. Refresh. this model. React Native model. Okay, just setting it up here, and on confirm handle logout. So this is it. And if I see any states, show to logout confirm. This is false by default. Info model. It's not even getting cold. I have one more thing. Media model. Let's try this thing by I just want to see it first. Mm, let's see this. Mm. There is some issue. There is some issue with this. Maybe I can just say that people to true, and then if I go inside info model, maybe I can just mm, now this thing. Mm, figure that out later, but And what else was there is error. Let's set it to true. Oh, I need to define this thing now. Hello, hello, Vishnu. What's up, bro? How are you able to think and write multiple languages? Because I worked in it. Yeah, my past experiences and new. So so let's comment this thing for now. And below here I can just simply so here I can, it's not very much. Now on press I'll have to update few things. I'll say set info model visible false message and is error. Now let's hope this works. Do you use AI to write your code? Sometimes. Got it. Got it. Error. Authentication error. Something went wrong. So there isn't some issue with this only. It's not getting called from a different file. I don't know why. I think 500 lines on a like on a single file is not big. It hardly does anything. It just like do an Apple login and Google login and all. But why the issue is, why isn't it like calling it from a different file? Why putting it here is calling that model? I'm getting error, authentication error, something went wrong. Okay. Now one thing. This has to be updated here. I was thinking that I make this component on a component file and can reuse this component. But if that would be the case, do I have to define like this thing in each and every each and every like page or screen? And what is the purpose of this thing then? There should be only one model that should be like dynamic enough to show the contents. Maybe we can do that. What do you think, guys? Is it still worth learning how to write code where AI are easily able? Oh yes, 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 yes. It is still worth it. You have to know, you should know how to write code. You should know because uh, if you know how things work, then you are a good hire, I must say. So what do you think, guys? So there are, as you can see, three models right now that has different things, right? They have images, some text, a result that it keeps on using. But I think this model, these two models, we can combine them in one, a single component that can be called from the entire application wherever we need, right? So it will be right once. Do not repeat principle. I need to figure out. Okay, these two, it did hardly have anything, right? So I can just simply say, is there anything to redirect to? Maybe we can create an component, but the thing is, will it be called from here? In order to check that, maybe we can create a sample component to check. I mean, we have achieved this functionality, so I can either like copy it in every page wherever I need, but that should not be the like the recommended way. So let's figure out why this is not working. Let's comment this thing for now. uh so maybe we can just update this info model, right? What else it needs? It needs all these three things, so I'll update this thing so that it hardly uses anything. So I'll have only a visible prop. Maybe I'll mark it true for now. Let's remove all these things. Let's say it doesn't take anything, right? Let's say, and it is true by default. And and some default value that this is an alert, not an alert, this is an on close. Let's not provide any button right now. I want to make cool projects, so what I do is that ask AI for the code and try to understand it and configure. Is this approach good or not? Or should I write everything myself from first? Yes, you should write everything from yourself at first. Try to think, try to like solve that problem that you are facing. Build that thing by your own. So this way you will have some mental like map of the things that you have to use. So the next time when you encounter or face any issue or something, you'll have that thing figured out by your own, so you omit the possibilities instead of like directly blindly asking to an AI. क्या बना रहा है? हलवा। फिलहाल तो हलवा ही बन रहा है। हलवा बन चुका है कोट का भाई। Guys, there is a poll running, so make sure you opt for the poll and don't forget to like this stream and hang out on chat, ask questions, or maybe crack a joke or something. Let's make this thing fun. Okay. So this info model, let's try to figure out. So we have provided all the values hard coded right now so that it gets all the things over here as a static data, like the model, the visible part is true. We have some hard coded values over here, right? Now let's see what is the issue. We'll try to change the keys one by one and then we'll see. Info model. Let's remove these props as well. No, remove this thing only. Will that work? No, this doesn't work here. Now you are stuck. So will you use AI or just think until you figure out? But will take a lot of time, which could be reduced asking AI. So now asking AI after thinking for a certain time is good. I mean, I'm just figuring out why this is happening. So if I'm out of my options, then I'll ask AI, or I'll ask, or I'll simply just make a Google search. So I'm not out of options right now because I have multiple ways to like figure out why this is happening. Now when I'm really struck that I don't have any option, I have tried everything, then I'll make a Google search and browser is like kind of capable of. I'm using Brave, so it has some AI options on the top, so it 99% it works. So let's see. Let's hit this thing. Okay, now it could be a reason, possible reason that okay, this is a function, right? And I'm calling this component from here. So this could be an issue that it's not calling. What if I do this thing? Will that work? No. So and one more thing, just one more thing. I mean, this could also be a better option if I just say I'll create another state. I'll say set to info. So this way the component will be. Can you share your programming journey? How you started till now? How many languages and framework do you know? Yeah. So yeah, I did my like BTech from a college that is not a very good college, and then I moved to work in a service-based company in Gurgaon. Then there I worked for like around 2.5 years or 3 years as a .NET developer. So we mostly created like B2B applications written in C Sharp and jQuery and all. Then I switched to another company where there was an opening. So they just asked me some JavaScript questions and they directly put me into React. So front end, right? And it was a complete new for me. And so, and on the top of that, I was asked to implement like the Adobe Analytics. So like we have Google Analytics. So the same way we have Adobe Analytics. And the Adobe Analytics part at that time was like it was hard to find over like on Google. No solution at all. No solution at all. Uh, I was like getting this thing from for Google, but not for Adobe Analytics because the company was from Mumbai and they specifically want that thing. So I have been mostly working like on service-based companies. So I figured that out, and that was the very like the period was very we like I was working late in office, sometimes like 3 4 a.m. and I come then the next day at 11 12. So that time that was the period where I learned about React and other things. Then I get like fond of this JavaScript, and then on the next company, it was also a service based company. I worked as a Node.js developer, so I said that front end is not my cup of tea. So I worked as a Node.js developer there, and there I have worked for around 2 years, and then I picked a remote job based on that uh, Node.js thing and JavaScript thing, and here I'm working as a full stack developer. I worked on multiple things here like TypeScript, Node.js, React, React Native, Rust. Uh, so yeah, this was it. Cool. We have that show info here. Right now, this could work because I think that this is a function and this could like it should not basically open this thing. So I'm just raising a flag over here, and on the return over here where I have written my like component, here I can just based on that flag I can return this thing. So this is at least better than this, like writing this model each time on every page. So this way this model will be written once and I have to just like raise these flags on each of the things. So I think this is way more better than this if it works. Show info. If it is true, then I will call info model, or maybe I can do this, or maybe if not, then null. uh, at least this is way more better than this, that writing all these like 20 lines of code on each on every page, that is basically same. Now let's see if this works. Yes, it worked. It freaking worked. So the issue was the component was returning from a function that should, I mean, that will not work, right? So then I tried with return. So I thought that if I return this thing, but no, the thing is the component gets returns from this, the return of this sign in component, this screen, sign in screen. So I just raise a flag over here and return this component. So we are good. We are good. So we only need this thing. So this thing is done. Remove this thing. Cool. Now the info model, we will again like undo the changes and do something based on the state. So we are good. And do we need this thing? Do we need, where the fuck is info model? So do we need all these states? Yes. Yes, we will need it. Or no? Uh, Now here is the thing. Info model. You know what? Let's keep this thing. This way we have like, this way whenever we have to raise a model, then we can pass all the configuration kind of thing from here. The same goes for here as well. Let's remove this thing. And we'll just have to change the config. So I'll say set info model. Now you must be seeing this like configuration hard coded because this is very specific over here. But on the next screens, we will send this data from the backend that is already being sent. We just map it over here. And if you want to be more creative kind of thing, then you can have it somewhere, this thing over here, and you just set the data. You create a function where you pass in the values and you set the data. But I think that is good. It's not a problem over here. So uh, I'll say user cancel the authentication request, and of course it's an error, so it's a true. So Prashank, do you work somewhere or are you a student? I hope I answered your questions. Come on, people. We have 4 likes. At least stretch this to 10 likes. And make sure you opt for the polls. The polls is running. I will just have the info like how many people are into Rust, or how many of you are just visiting and all. Okay. So now here I need to pass in info, right? So it's a show info. No, I'll have to show info dot. I have to remove this thing, right? I'll just have info model. I'll use info model, and I'll just update this thing over here. That info model, right? So or or what else can I do? We already have visible thing that I need, that I just do. So maybe we don't need this condition here as well. Instead, I will just pass in visible, or you know what? Maybe I can just say info model like this, and I will extract the values there. I'll say and I'll have to define one function as well. So I'll say info model. I have it visible as boolean, message as string, and is error as boolean. And I'll have an on close here as well. On close. So that would be void. Void. This will be a function. Right. So info model will fall like this, and here I have info model, and on close, on close. Maybe I just don't need these, so it's okay. Now here I can say info. You know what? I can extract the values here. I'll say const visible is error and message info model. And then I'll just do a visible. What's that? Visible. And here I can say what is error, then it's info, right? I'm student currently pursuing BCA from Nepal. Currently I'm working on kitchen food tracking mobile app in React Native and Fast API. Awesome. Awesome. That is cool. Kitchen food tracking. Kitchen food tracking. You mean to say some cloud kitchen kind of thing? Someone orders it like Swiggy or Zomato? Info model or model cannot be used. Type void. Okay. On close. So I'll say handle model. Maybe I can just simply do this. I don't know. I'll say set info model visible to false message to this. The info model is basically this thing. But why did it reach to this thing? Now, like family members can add the foods that they have bought, and the other people can see what another member have added. Okay, members get notification when the food is going to expire. Alright, so you have an app where all the family members, let's say A, B, C are your family members, and A purchase something, so he will just add it there, the date and all, I think. And you should have a timer that and a predefined set like okay, bananas will expire after a week and all, and they will get all notification that okay, banana is going to expire, so eat it, like that. Cool, cool, cool. Good. That is good. Okay, buddy, this is going to throw an duplicate identifier visible. And in future, I'm deciding to put analytics on which food gets expired most of the time. Which food is consumed more this month, year, and week, and provide food recommendation based on cosine algo. Awesome, 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 awesome. That is good. An error occurred. npm create react app. What is the problem? What is the error? Do you have create react app installed? Do you have the proper permission on the directory that you are doing? Okay. Uh, here is the message. Let's change the icon name as well. If not is error, then it would be info. Otherwise, error. Color goes for the same. Bye, please reply. I'm बता तो रहा हूँ. What error? An error occurred. Do you have create React app installed? Show me the error. It is very like bogus error that you are saying. An error occurred. npm create React app. What is the problem? Do node version to see if npm installed or not. On press close model. Yep. Oh shit. Node latest. What is your create React app version? So we have around 33% people saying they are into Rust. 46% are devs but not into Rust. 8% are they specifically they are not into Rust, and 12% people are just visiting. So it's good. So the chat window is open, guys. Make sure you leave your valuable comments, and and make sure you like this stream as well. Bhai 123, your inst ID, share screenshot. जनार्दन, क्या करोगे स्क्रीनशॉट लेके? हिंदी में बोलो यार. Okay, info model is called based on this thing, and we have already set the configuration. Sorry. What is this? What the heck is this? On closes change. That has to be. What the heck? It has to be close model. So this is the info model that will be called. Now the visible is always false, but not if I go on the definition. As you can see, it is false, but when the error occurred, we just made it true. So hopefully this should work. So this way what we'll do, we'll prevent all these things to be written all over. The component is written at one place and we'll just call it. Amazing. Authentication error, something went wrong. Cool. We are done. We are done. Yes, I have some spelling mistake. So I'll just push it now. I don't have any alerts written over, not any console, so I'll just make sure it get pushed. Okay, the code is pushed. And guys, do check out my GitHub if you are into Rust. I have some projects there for beginners, and then you can just, yeah. So last what we did was we created this API endpoint, check game data, but we kind of modified it. So I'll just remove those unused imports. Hopefully this as well, and this, and these. Oh, did I missed? All right. Unuse this to scrape and store. Do we have anything? No, we are good. So we are good. All right. What else do we have to make in our backend? Let me just check the notes. Transaction screen done, login Apple Google done, error toaster. So this part is mostly done. Now just I have to update the references and Mhm. Cool, we are done. You just have to update the references for info model, and on the back end I'll have to figure out if there are any updates or something remaining. Hmm. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Guys, come on, make sure you like this stream. And what we have to do, fetch transaction. Okay, so transactions screen, when I see, should I go inside? Let's go. I want to make sure I am done with backend first. Oh, the hell, there is an error. Oh, row not found. What the hell? No. Errors.log, no. Error in scraping. Third error. Okay. Login user. It started, but we didn't see any error. So login user controller started, and damn, electricity gone. So the proper error logging is also not done on the server. I can see if I entered the wrong email, I just get a this error code. There is a row not found. I mean, this is absurd, right? So, two things that we deduce from here. In front end, we have to show that this email doesn't exist. So that data, that pop-up that we created have to be bind on this screen as well. And on the back end, there is no logging for this thing. So we will just do that. So we'll do the backend part first. 4 likes, 4 likes. Come on, guys. I think the stream will be shut now. Let me remove the charger so I can get a couple of extra minutes. Uh, OTP, I can say OTP send. Got it. It's back. Okay, here when I get this error, I need to log this thing, so I'll just quickly copy this. So the one thing that I regret is I didn't implemented logging at first, because I thought I should like do the features first, logging later, but that's very wrong of me. Okay, in sending email, it should be there. Oh, there. Okay, this could be this. Right, so do we have anything over here? Maybe I can just do, map error over here. Here, this will take an error and it will return an error. But before that, I'll just simply import a logger. Hello, hello. Hello, senpai. You NeoVim सिखाओगे क्या? NeoVim डाउनलोड करो और बस बाकी सारे आईडी उड़ा दो, सीख जाओगे। डाउनलोड करो, लिखो उसी में जो सोच रहे हो वो भी लिखो, फॉर्मेट करो चीज़ें। हेलो। कहाँ से बात कर रहे हो? हाँ जी, हाँ जी, बताइए। Okay, that was some guys from customer service. Uh, so I have a two-wheeler Honda. So Oh man. मुझे नियोविम सिखाओगे क्या? लेकिन लिनक्स है। ओके। सिंटेक्स हाइलाइटर काम क्यों नहीं करता पता नहीं, वो तुम्हें देखना पड़ेगा उसकी लुआ फाइल में, जो भी तुम सेट करोगे ना। तो आप मुझे दिखा सकते हो कि क्या नियोविम में एक फ़ाइल से दूसरे में कैसे स्विच करें? हाँ जी सर। एक फ़ाइल से दूसरे में इसमें क्या होता है, बफर्स होते हैं। तो जैसे जैसे आप फाइल्स ओपन करते हो सॉरी, तो लिस्ट आ जाती है, तो तुम बफर स्विच कर सकते हो। जब आप नियोविम सेटअप करोगे, या तो आप खुद से स्क्रैच से करोगे, तो आपको लुआ फाइल्स बनानी पड़ेंगी, उसमें आपको एलएसपी के लिए भी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन बनानी पड़ेगी, उसमें आपको की मैप्स वगैरह बनाने पड़ेंगे। या फिर आप इन सब से बचना चाहते हो, तो आप कोई ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल टेम्पलेट या उसको क्लोन करोगे, और वो भी एकदम जेनरिक सा देते हैं, एकदम डिफ़ॉल्ट सा तुम्हें दे देंगे बना के। अब उसको सेटिंग करना वो तुम्हारी ज़िम्मेदारी है। तो तुम उसके लिए क्या करोगे, उसमें init डॉट लुआ, उसके एलएसपी फ़ोल्डर, उसके कॉन्फ़िग्स वगैरह, उन पे जाके चेंजेस करोगे। तो जहाँ तक होता है, जो बेसिक चीज़ें हैं जो एक काम करने के लिए दी जाती हैं, वो ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल होती हैं। अगर तुम्हें सेट करना होता है तो एलएसपी सेट करनी होती है, ठीक है। और फॉर्मेटर्स वगैरह सेट करने होते हैं, जैसे प्रिटियर ESLint वगैरह सेट करना होता है। तो ये सब चीज़ें तुम्हें सेट करनी होती हैं। तो ये सब चीज़ें उस जो लुआ फाइल्स वगैरह जो कॉन्फ़िग्स लिखी होती हैं उसकी कॉन्फ़िग फ़ोल्डर में, डॉट कॉन्फ़िग फ़ोल्डर में तुम्हारे, वो उसमें होती हैं। वहाँ पे जाके तुम चेक कर सकते हो। और बफर स्विच करने के लिए क्या होता है कि जो की मैप होता है वो देखना पड़ेगा आपके init डॉट लुआ में। तो उसमें बफर्स कैसे स्विच करते हैं ये होता है, हर किसी का अलग होता है। जैसे यहाँ पे मुझे अगर बफर स्विच करना है तो मैं डबल स्पेस दबाता हूँ, तो बफर्स की लिस्ट आ जाती है। और एक फाइल से और मुझे अगर प्रीवियस बफर पे शिफ्ट करना है तो मैं कंट्रोल shift 6 दबाता हूँ, जो अपवर्ड एरो होता है, छोटा सा एरो हेड, उसको दबाता हूँ कंट्रोल shift 6, तो मुझे जो मैं रिसेंट बफर है उसमें स्विच कर सकता हूँ। मुझे फाइल्स वगैरह सर्च करनी होती है तो मैं स्पेस SF दबाता हूँ, तो वो लेज़ी सर्च करता है पूरी फाइल्स में। अगर मुझे ग्रेप सर्च करनी है, एक कीवर्ड को पूरे प्रोजेक्ट में सर्च करना है, तो मैं स्पेस SG दबाता हूँ। तो ऐसे करके की मैप्स जैसे जैसे काम करोगे याद होते जाएंगे, जितना ज़्यादा काम करोगे उतने ज़्यादा याद होते जाएंगे। कूल। तो अगर नियोविम सीखना है तो इंस्टॉल करो, और अ, कोशिश करो कि स्क्रैच से तुम बना लो। मस्त तुम्हारा टाइम पास भी हो जाएगा, बढ़िया, बहुत सारी चीज़ें सीखने को भी मिलेंगी। जब ये स्क्रैच से बना लोगे तब वो तुम्हें बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं आएगा, तब तुम जाके वो करना कोई टेम्पलेट वगैरह लेना। और लिनक्स अगर तुम चला रहे हो तो नर्ड फ़ॉन्ट वगैरह इंस्टॉल कर लेना। नर्ड फ़ॉन्ट इंस्टॉल करोगे तो आइकन वगैरह आ जाएंगे, और बस हो जाएगा तुम्हारा काम। कौन सा डिस्ट्रो चलाते हो लिनक्स का? अगर हो लाइव में तो बताइए। चलो भैया। नॉट अ वैलिड यूज़र, एरर अकर्ड इन अपडेटिंग ऑथ कोड, और चेक यूज़र पे हमने लगा ही दिया है, और इस रेपो पे भी लगा देते हैं, अपडेट ऑथ कोड पे भी लगा देते हैं। और यूज़र इंसल्टेड। अच्छा अवेट। अरे 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 अरे, अरे भैया, डॉट मैप एरर takes an E, returns it, but before that we will have some logger. La la la. Tu, tu, tu. अरे अरे अरे, कर तो दिया भाई. So guys, make sure कि आप amazing, 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 guys. Please make sure you opt for the polls and okay, this is done. Right now, let's see what else. What error do we get? This thing, right? So if I do this, I'll keep getting. Oh no no no! Could not compile. There is an error. So it requires logger of type. क्या दिक्कत है यहाँ पे? Tool OTP user ID and logger. अच्छा, अपडेट ऑथ कोड और कहीं भी होगा क्या? Hmm. There is also this thing. Oh, okay. We are done now. Login, there is an error, row not found, but let's just check. Now I can see it. Error occurred in checking the user, row not found. So there is an error in this. Again, there is an error in updating auth code. There is an error. Hmm. Maybe I can just pass this thing. Okay, it is working on backend, but front end we have to show this as well. Thunks. This is the thunk. In case of any error, we have this thing rejected, right? So I'll just find login slice, and on the login slice where I have a rejected case, I'll just say results are this. I won't get any. Maybe I can just update this thing. First of all, let's check. Action dot payload dot results. Let's see what do we get. Otherwise we have to update this the rejected part, so then it will be done. Not a big deal here. Amazing, 5 likes. Oh guys, come on, 5 more likes. As expected, the error is null. Maybe I can just see payload. Good. Results is null, but I have got the message. Not a valid user. Not done by the query that expected to return at least one row. So it means okay, so maybe I can just update the results from there only, but it's just rejected, right? So wait a minute. So I did none. I get not a valid user and none. What I'll do here is so this will be our this thing, right? Okay. This is not registered. It's done, and results here I'll pass something else. I'll do like this. Amazing. This thing will be copied here as well. Okay, now I'll have this results over here. Let's check. Yes, I got it. The user is not registered. The error is true. Logged in false. Pending false. Token null. Status 500. So this is good. Now I just need to do one thing so that I can see the message is go on sign in and check for is error. Do we have here? Is error info model? Right. Status results. So I need something that is dealing with results. Do I have a use effect? Should open. Do I have a use effect? No. Means I have to create one. uh, set to set info model. Here. Visible would be true. Message would be results dot. Do I don't have message here? Status dot message and is error would be true. The string undefined is not assignable. No, this is absolute shit. I should not have changed this. Set info model, or maybe I can set results dot is error. Wait a minute. It's not defined to type string. Type undefined is not assignable. So there is type mismatch, guys. Because I'm using this thing, so it's a kind of check, you know. So if status doesn't has undefined, so this will not break. Come on, people, we have 30 votes. And we are here. 40% people are saying they are into Rust, and we have 5 likes. Come on, whoever has not liked it, like the stream, please. And if you're not into tech, then don't subscribe. So but make sure you like this stream, and let's hang out on chat. इसको बंद ही कर देते हैं यार. Maybe like this. Undefined. It could come undefined. So if I go, so the type is a string. If I go here, What the heck is this? Guys, what do you think? What could be the issue here? It says type string undefined is not assignable to type string. So this... Oh, it's a different error. Why I always misspell undefined? UNDEFINED. Solved. This is solved. Now let's see if we get any error. I mean, we should get error. I want to see the error. This is a good error to have. Hey, we got it. User is not registered. Cancel. We again see it. We again see it. Good, 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 good. Amazing. So cool. This is working. This is working. And you don't have to basically change here, right? Rejected case. So this is good. This is good. Let me push the changes. Git status, git add dot AI updates for error toaster. Guys, if you want to follow me on GitHub, then the link is on the chat on the very top, and my Twitter link as well over there. Amazing. Everything is pushed. Working tree is clean. And most of the changes are done here. So are we good? It's time to end the stream. I'm feeling a little bit hungry. So I'll have something. I'll have something to eat. And hopefully after some time maybe I'll back with some Rust specific stream. So this was a kind of mix front end back end. But after some time I'll figure out what should I kind of come up with on my next like Rust stream. So make sure you join that. Hit that bell icon if you are into Rust programming, or if you are just exploring. Make sure you don't forget to join my stream next time. We'll have some fun stream. And till then, keep coding, and I'll see you on the next stream. We have 30 votes, so I mean, most of the people are there, just like devs on the stream. It's good. Let me just put my handles once again so that you guys can check out. So if you are into Rust and want something to contribute to, so it's my GitHub. There you will find some beginner friendly repositories to contribute. And it's my Twitter. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.